Once upon a time in the lively town of Sprinkleville, there lived a little boy named Fred. Fred had a special pair of shoes that were more mischievous than magical. Every morning, Fred would open his wardrobe and put on his bright blue shoes. Unlike any other shoes, these had little eyes that twinkled and tiny mouths that whispered secrets only Fred could hear. What adventures will we find today? The shoes would giggle as Fred slipped them onto his feet. One sunny morning, Fred decided to visit the town's candy shop, Scrumptious Sweets. His mischievous shoes had a different plan. As Fred walked past the fountain in the town square, his shoes took over. They danced him around the fountain, splashing water everywhere. Fred laughed so hard he could barely stand. Okay, let's go to the candy shop now, Fred said, catching his breath. But the shoes had more fun planned. Instead of heading to Scrumptious Sweets, they waltzed him straight into the garden where Mr. Puddles, the town's grumpy cat, snoozed. Whoa! Slow down, Shoes. Fred giggled as he found himself tiptoeing gently over the snoozing Mr. Puddles. The shoes twirled and spun Fred around, waking Mr. Puddles, who meowed angrily. Who's disturbing my nap? Luckily, Fred's shoes twisted and turned him out of the garden in a hurry, leaving behind an irritated but harmless Mr. Puddles. Finally, Fred managed to train his shoes towards Scrumptious Sweets. As they arrived, his shoes let out a soft cheer. Inside the candy shop, Fred's eyes sparkled with delight, and so did his shoes' eyes. Together, Fred and his shoes danced around the candy displays, picking out colorful candies and chocolate treats. As Fred walked home with a bag full of sweets, he couldn't help but smile at his mischievous shoes. What a day! You sure know how to make things exciting, Fred chuckled as his shoes gave a little hop of pride. And so began the daily adventures of Fred and his mischievous shoes, filling Sprinkleville with laughter and joy.